comic account of one woman's extraordinary mission to end the Peloponnesian War. In the following scene, Lysistrata, played by Seymour, tried to persuade the women of Greece, Deanna, Ponce, Danielle, Mariano, and Powell, to implement a plan to force the men to negotiate peace. While this strategy is meant to end the war between nations, it inflames the battle between the sexes.
To meet here.
I have.
Propound that you want to tell us.
What is this amazing news you have to tell?
I'll tell you, but first answer one small question. Are you not sad your children's fathers go endlessly off soldiering afar in this plotting war? I'm willing to wager there's not one here whose husband is at home.
I've been raised keeping on Euphrates for 5 months past.
And mine left me for Plios. 7 months ago at least.
And as for mine, no sooner as he stepped out for the line, he scratched his shield and he snicked off again.
And not the slightest glitter of a lover. And since the Milesians betrayed us, I have not seen an 8-inch toy to give a proper grip and be a leathern consolation to us. Now, will you help me if I find a means to stamp the war out?
By the 2 goddesses, yes. I'll have to pawn this very dress and drink the barter money the same day.
And I too go and split up like a turban, half-assed off as the price of peace.
And I too had to get a peep at the shining. I had to clamber up to the tip-top of Tagadis.
Then I'll expose my mighty mystery. Oh, women, if we were to compel the men to act peace, we must refrain.
From what? Oh, tell us.
Will you truly do it?
We will. We must die for it.
We must refrain from all touch of fallen love. Why do you turn your backs? Where are you going? Why do you bite your lips and shake your heads? Why are your faces blanched? Why do you weep? Will you, or won't you, or what do you mean?
No, I won't do it. Let the war proceed.
I will not do it, let the war proceed.
You too, dear turbot, you that said just now you didn't mind being split right up in the leaves.
Anything else, oh give me walk in fire, but do not rob us of that darling pet. What else is like it, dearest Lysistrata?
You?
Oh, please give me the fire instead.
Glued to the last drop in the tiniest vein. Our sex is filthy food for tragic poets. Our whole life's but a pile of kisses and babies. But, hardy Spartan, if you join with me, all may be right again. Oh, help me, help me.
It's a sad thing to ask of us by the 12. The last to sleep her lane but never fill. Love's gapped itself with makeshift. But let it be. Peace mon be thought of first.
My friend, the only one in this herd of weaklings.
But if, which heaven forbid, we should refrain as you would have us, how is peace induced?
By the 2 goddesses, now can't you see? All we have to do is sit idly indoors with smooth roses powdered in our cheeks, our bodies burning naked through the folds of shining amorphous silk, and meet the men with our dear Venus flats plucked neat and trim. Their stirring love will rise up furiously. They'll beg our knees to open. That's our time. We'll disregard their knocking, beat them off, and they will soon be rabid for a peace, I'm sure of it.
This is Menelaus, they say, seeing the presses of his naked Helen fight down the sword.
But we'll be terrible fools if our husbands take us forward and leave us.
There's only left then in Pericles' frames to play skin off, flay further our flayed toys.
Bah! Proverbs are no satisfaction in bed. But what avail will your scheme be if the men drag us for all our kicking onto the couch?
Link to the doorpost.
And if they should rape us?
He'll head, but with a sluggish, cold indifference. There's no pleasure for them if they rasp it in. Besides, we have a complacent man in them. They cannot stand up long, and they've no delight unless we fit their aim with merry succour.
Well,